12th graders in here, just raise your hand for me. Raise your hand. Okay, love it, love it. Anybody excited about graduating from high school? Yeah, let's go. Anybody a little nervous about graduating from high school? A little bit, That's okay too. That's okay. It's okay. It's a new life transition, right? But for me, I was super excited. I was excited to get out of my parents' house. I was excited about this new adventure. I was excited about something new. A part of that excitement came with developing a plan. And I remember graduating from high school in 2014, deciding to go to the University of West Florida. And just to give you some context, that's about 700 miles away from home for me. So it was a distance. I didn't know anyone in Pensacola, didn't have any friends, no family members, but I had a plan. And I remember I had the plan all figured out. When I stepped foot on this new campus, I knew exactly what I was going to study. I knew how long it was going to take me to graduate. I knew what kind of job I was going to have once I graduated and how much money I was going to make. Anybody want to make money? Yeah, I should hear some more than that, right? We want to make money, right? So I had the plan all figured out. And there's this quote that I love because it really speaks to my experience. It says, everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Until they get punched in the mouth. It was my first year, second semester in college, and I got punched in the mouth. And I wasn't physically punched in the mouth. I see some of you guys laughing like, man, you just imagining me getting punched in the mouth. I wasn't physically punched in the mouth, but it was by life. A part of my plan, I didn't consider the fact that I may struggle with being homesick. A part of the plan, I never anticipated that I would struggle with my mental health, and so I didn't think about that. I remember it being my first year. I was a full-time student. I was working a full-time job. I was involved on campus doing a bunch of different things. I found a church in this new hometown, and so I was involved in church. I had this high expectation for myself to be perfect, to get straight A's, knowing that I ain't never get straight A's before, right? But for some reason, I had this mindset that I would get straight A's now that I'm this new college student. And because I had all this pressure weighing down on me, it had me overwhelmed. Found myself stressed. But I thought to myself, well, this is just a part of the college experience. Like, if you're not stressed, you're probably not in college. Like, you're supposed to be stressed. And growing up with two Jamaican immigrant parents, I saw my parents work from sun up to sundown with no complaints. And I thought to myself, who am I to complain about feeling stressed in college? I got to get over it. And I ignored these feelings of overwhelm. I ignored the stress until it got to a place for me where I found myself locked in my bedroom, underneath my covers, curled up in a ball, crying my eyes out. Physically and mentally not able to get out of bed. I was struggling. I didn't know what was going on, but I knew something was off. I remember one evening I get a phone call from my best friend, still a best friend till this day. And I was hesitant about answering the phone because I didn't feel like myself. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want to go anywhere. And I didn't want her to hear me and see me like this. But I decided to pick up the phone. I remember picking up the phone and I tried to mask this upbeat tone as if everything was good because I couldn't show any signs that I was struggling. And I said, yo, what's good, my G? She said, yo, Abe, you good? I said, of course I'm good. I'm always good. What do you mean, am I good? Don't you see the smile on my face? She said, are you sure you're good? I haven't seen you on campus. You've been ignoring my phone calls, my text messages, Anybody, we got any Apple users in here? iPhone? Yeah. You know that feature where you send a text and then when you read the text, it says read at the bottom, right? So she saw that I was ignoring her text messages and I was like, I didn't get it. And she said, I saw that you read the text message. So you can't tell me that. You can't give me that. She said, you've been missing church and you never miss church. Are you sure you're good? And so at this point, I'm on the phone and my heart is beating through my chest. Like my thoughts are racing because I'm thinking, I thought I put, a perfect mask that everything was good. Could she see beyond that? Could she see that I really wasn't doing okay? And I said, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I've just been busy with classes, with work, with different responsibilities. I've just been catching up with sleep. And then my best friend went silent. It was the most awkward pause that I had ever experienced in my life. Like, I looked at the phone to see if she was still there, and she was literally still on the phone. The next thing my best friend said to me, it shook me to my core. She said, I'm not getting off of the phone until you tell me what's really going on. My best friend said, I'm not getting off of the phone until you tell me what's really going on. And it was in that moment, for the first time in my life, that someone created a space for me to really open up and really share what was going on. She created the safe space for me to be honest, open, and transparent. But for me, I had never done that before. And so I didn't know how to respond. And I just laughed it off and I said, everything is good. I promise everything is good.